Hey guys, welcome back to Startup Central. Today we are going to be discussing the LayerZero Airdrop. What is this token? What is it good for? Should you keep it or should you sell it? How can you claim it? And all that important information you need in order to decide where to claim it and what to do with this token. So without further ado, let's get started. So as you know, guys, it is airdrop season and it's almost getting towards the end of this season. But one of the most important protocols that were still pending to airdrop was LayerZero. Now, if you don't know about this, this is a bridge that can bridge between chains, and that includes some unusual L2s. And while it was not the easiest bridge to use, it was handy, and now they are airdropping. Their token is ZRO, and you can now already claim it. I'm going to show you where to claim it. But let's first discuss what is this token and should you be able to keep it. And if you got an allocation, why did you get that amount? Because a lot of people are happy and a lot of people are not that happy. So let's go to the browser and discuss. So this is their main tweet about this. They created, as some projects are using, a LayerZero Foundation, which is another account separate to their main account. This is where they're actually announcing this. And basically they're announcing that 25% of their tokens will be unlocked on day one, 8.5% at token generation event, which was a few hours ago, and 11% for future snapshots and requests for proposals. So this is important because the airdrop apparently is not over. That's why they're saying there's future snapshots. Now, RFPs is for protocols trying to develop on top of LayerZero. So suffice to say that the token will be printed, if you will, in the coming days, but the inflation I don't believe is going to be that strong as opposed to other projects, and we'll discuss this because this is one of the parameters you need to take into account, whether to hold it, expecting the price to go up in the coming days, especially if we re-enter the bull run. And lastly, we're going to be saying that 5% was allocated to the LayerZero Foundation and 0.5% for community members. So if you were active in their Discord, for example, that means you are a community member, and claims are open. So this was open in Mexico City time, which is normally Central Time in the US. It was open almost last night. So this is basically their announcement. Now let's go check some more information about this. They are introducing their token, and basically it's a governance token. So it has no specific utility. It's not as Sol, which is needed for gas in order to use the blockchain. So if you want to govern what is this chain and what's the next step for that chain, then you would be interested in keeping zero. Now, who would be interested in that? Because that influences the demand of the token. And the more demand there is, the more the price could go up. So mostly it's protocols using this bridge. If they are interested in, let's say, adding a new chain, then they would need to vote, and that's why they would need to use this token. So as probably you and I would buy $100 worth of this token, maybe, you know, if you have a lot of money available, you could buy $1,000 of these tokens. But blockchains would need a lot more in order to influence the voting. So they probably would need $10,000 or even $100,000 worth of this token. So that's why market cap is important. So let's continue. They say the protocol exists in perpetuity, so it's in the blockchain. We all already know that. Supply, this is important. The zero supply is fixed. This is important, guys, because they cannot print and print and print. It's 1 billion tokens. So inflation will be limited. It will be limited to the amount of tokens that they will release. So they have 1 billion tokens, but not all of those billion tokens have been printed already. But as opposed to other protocols where they can, even Ethereum, ETH can be printed and printed indefinitely like the US dollar or your local coin, Zero is fixed. So that is a good sign if you want to hold it. But then we need to make sure that, so that the offer is controlled. The demand part is what interests me, and in order to make a decision whether to hold this. So the allocation breakdown is as follows. This interests you. 38.3% was allocated to the Layer0 community, which includes distributions to users, developers, and community members. So that's you and I. 32% was allocated to strategic partners with a 3-year unlock. Now, we don't know if this is month by month or if they need to wait until year 3 to get their allocation. Why is this important, guys? Because once their tokens are unlocked, there's going to be more tokens out in the open, and then the value of the token, if there's not more demand, the value of the token or the price of the token will go down. But they say it's going to be at least gradually in a 3-year period. Now, 25% is going to be distributed to core contributors with a 3-year vesting. So this is gradual. Vesting normally is gradual, which includes the team members. And 4% were repurchased, which is pledged to the community. So that means if you keep using the protocol, we already read that there's a snapshot, one first snapshot, there's more coming. So you might be getting more if you still use the protocol. This is their supply. We kind of see how it's going to be, the 1 billion is going to be fully released in 3 years. So yeah, it's gradual according to this graphic. So they allocated $383 million to the community, which is part of the airdrop. Now, here is the one thing that you need to know, because they say the community token allocation is intended to reward early, current, and future durable developers and users of Layer0 while growing the Layer0 ecosystem. So the keyword is durable. What is durable? It means, because I searched for this, it means here, durable users are defined as the most likely to continue to use the protocol or repeat past actions in the future. So, and this is key, guys, to understand, because now I'm going to show you in a few minutes how you can check your allocation, how can you claim it, but maybe the same allocation you got, if you use the protocol in the same way, in the same amount that you use it to earn this allocation, you will be giving another similar allocation. So let's read again. Durable users are defined as the most likely to continue to use the protocol or repeat past actions. So repeat past actions means if you use the protocol 10 times, at least they're expecting you to use it 10 more times. If you use it 1,000 times just to farm this airdrop, then they're expecting you to do that. At least this is what it's assume from this wording. Identifying and aligning these users required implementing several processes before claims. So this is why you got what you got. So if they thought you were going to be using the protocol in the future, you were giving a larger allocation. If they thought you were just farming, you were giving a smaller allocation. So I don't know. They don't know. I don't know if they have a crystal ball or how they knew, or they assumed that you were going to be using the protocol in the future. But anyways, guys, this is just season 1. Bridges are really handy, and I'm sure that you might be using this in the coming future. So if you got a nice allocation, then I would advise using this protocol again and again, because the airdrop was not bad. I mean, it was not the best, at least for me. Wormhole was much better, but I mean, it was decent. So I'm going to show you how to claim it. You go to this page. You probably already, if you are following me on Twitter, and I advise you to follow me on Twitter, because normally I release information faster over there than I can produce videos for you on this channel. If I produce a video, I go more in depth, like in this video. So my link to my Twitter is in the description of this video. Follow me there, guys. So this is the page. I already informed you on Twitter about this page, where you could actually check how much you got allocated. Today, you can actually go and claim that. So it's basically just clicking and clicking, and then you get to your total allocation. I was allocated 86.20, which currently the value of each zero is around $4. So a little bit under $4. So it's 3 and change. So it's around $250. So once you click and click and then click on claim, you will see your allocation. You will be able to claim it. Now, there's one thing you need to know, guys, because it's not just claim it and that's it. They ask you to make a donation, and my minimum donation was $8.6. So you do need to have USDC. I think it was USDC to claim this. If you don't have that, then you will need to go and exchange some ETH or whatever tokens to USDC. So first check how much they're asking you to donate to the foundation before you can claim. Now, the other thing you need to know is that you can claim this on different chains. So I chose Base because it's one of the cheapest and fastest chains to use. You can use whatever you want, but I did like and enjoy the process doing this on Base. So first you would need to send some gas ETH, then you would need to exchange or send USDC or USDT, and then you can claim. That's an important step, guys. Now, it was strange seeing a request for a donation. At first, I thought maybe I'm using the wrong website. I had to double and triple check because it felt like scam, but it was not a scam. I did got my allocation. I did trade it, and I'm going to show you what I did in a second. So if you want to rewind and see what activities you did, you just click on rewind, and then they tell you the first day you used this one was, in my case, was December 13, 2023. I made a total of 34 transactions. So according to them, I'm in the top 21% of LayerZero users. I interacted with 17 different chains. I don't remember doing that, guys, but that's nice to know. So that's more than 86% of all LayerZero users. And my top chain, as I was mentioning a moment ago, is Base because it's cheap, at least as when L2s are compared. So I used Base 22 times since December 13. So, and then the final tell you which one of the LayerZero protocols you use. In my case, it was Stargate. And they tell me I'm a master bridger navigating across the many chains connected by LayerZero. So this is general information. And then they tell you again your allocation. So according to what you just read, I was one of the top users of LayerZero. I got 86.20. So that's useful for you to understand whatever allocation you got, you can compare it to what I got and to the use I made of this chain. And then you can see if your allocation was comparable or better or worse than mine. Now, again, guys, this means that what they say is they consider you a durable user. So, and this is not the one-time snapshot. There's going to be more. They don't say how many. But if you keep using this one, then you probably are going to be receiving another airdrop in the coming months, probably. Now, I understand that they prefer some protocols to others. I did use Merkley, not a lot. It was easy to use Merkley because with one click, a couple clicks, you could use a number of different chains. So at one point I thought that would be useful, but under Discord they said that they didn't love Merkley. So, I mean, you can use that if you want to it's handy. You can send gas fees to different chains. But if you're going to be farming this protocol again, use that sparsely. Use more of the other ones. Lastly, guys, I want to mention one more thing. And this is ZRO, or I don't know how to pronounce that. ZetaMarkets are also airdropping. You can now claim. They made this available to claim yesterday. So this is on Solana. If you use this protocol even one time, then you are going to be able to claim this. So I'm going to place the links on the description of this video for everything we're discussing as per usual. But you can now come here, claim and send that to your wallet. Lastly, guys, what did I do with my ZRO? So here's the thing. I think it's going to be worth getting some ZRO tokens, but right now the market is not in perfect conditions. As you can probably know, the price of Bitcoin has gone down. It's testing supports. So I thought it would be wise to sell my allocation and wait until I know what the market is going to be doing next. If for some reason, and hopefully not, the price of Bitcoin goes down to, I don't know, $59,000, many altcoins are going to be suffering, including ZRO. So probably you're going to be getting the chance to buy it at a better price if that is something that interests you. So that's it for today, guys. I hope this video was useful. If it was, don't forget to like this video. Again, follow me on Twitter because that's where I publish the most up-to-date information. Then I normally do videos based on that information with more in-depth subject matters like today. So I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.